Hey, what? Are you loitering around here for, you vagabond? Do you want me to report you for breaking and entering?
I sincerely apologise to you. I didn't behave properly, and I swear that I'll confess to it in the church.
Very well, then. I'll be sure to remind you as soon as I need something.
God. What a cheapo. Whoa! Whoa! God! Oh!
Hey, Wayfarer! You have a long road ahead of you. Why don't you and I... Hey there, good man.
God be with you, Sir Knight. I'm Henry, and I serve the Lord of Lipa.
And which one might that be? You see, I know several of them. It's an old and respected house.
Well, my lord resides in Ratai, on Sasau.
Him I don't know, but I rode with the old Captain Chenyak of Lipa when Emperor Charles was still with us.
Forgive me, sir, but that's before my time.
Well, of course. Half a century has passed since those glorious battles against the Hungarian troops. And all I'm left with today is debts.
You have debts? Why? Because of the war?
On the contrary, when my neighbor Deslav was on his deathbed, he begged me to deliver his inheritance to his nephew. But that troublemaker is all fighting in Poland somewhere.
A will is a sacred affair. But are you really going to go all the way to Poland?
Certainly not. I'll leave the money in the hands of a monastery and be done with it. Problem is, I incurred a bloody fine on the way and had to pay it out of the inheritance.
So you fought for Emperor Charles? The father of our King Wenceslas?
Indeed I did. My boy, he was a pious and clever king, and as cunning as the devil.
So you stand with Wenceslas too?
Always. The apple has fallen far from the tree. Young Wenceslas is just a foppish coxcomb. Well, safe to say, it's all going to the bloody dogs.
So, sir, fancy a game of dice?
Gladly. I might just get lucky at last. What game would you like to play?
Wagoners.
Let's play.
I'm really don't like to lose. My God, I'm done. Here. Aye, that'll do. What? Oh, come on! Damn it! That can't be possible!
So, sir, fancy a game of dice?
Gladly. I might just get lucky. What game would you like?
Wagoners.
Let's play.
I'm seriously curious about you, lad. Aye, that'll do. Here. That's as far as I go. It's yours. Courage. Aye, that'll do. Finished. Your turn. Aye, that'll do. My God! Oh, come on! Here. Damn it! Damn it! I'm so fucked!
Greetings to you.
I'll have a look at your wares.
Maybe next time, then.
My dog got lost not far from here. Did you see him, by any chance?
I haven't seen any dogs round here for a while, but I hear there's wolves in the forest causing problems. Just the other day, a shepherd boy from Kopanina complained that his sheep were being eaten by the flea-ridden beasts.
Where can I find this shepherd?
Siegfried? He has a hut at Kopanina. It's just below the castle, on the back slope of the hill.
And you haven't heard anything else about wild dogs?
Here, in the tavern? No. But there was a fella here who gets by doing a bit of poaching. He said once he was hunting when, right in front of him, a large pack attacked a deer. A mix of wolves and dogs, he said. That's not something you see every day.
Do you know where that was?
How would I know where he goes hunting? But I'd say it was in the forest.
You're laughing now.
What's going on around here, innkeeper?
You're not going to believe this, but 2 local lads claim they found a water goblin's treasure.
If we don't do something about it soon, we'll never...
You have a water goblin here?
It would be a wonder if we didn't, with all the ponds around. He's got a hut nearby. If you follow the right bank of the Rock Tower Pond, you'll find it hidden in the reeds.
Just as long as I make a lot of use of the word. Well,
Where did you say the water goblin's hut was?
If you follow the right bank of the Rock Tower Pond, you'll find it hidden in the reeds.
K. To hell with your meter and stanzas. It's about getting to the point. You found...
And what did they find there? Are you sure they didn't make it up?
I thought so too at first. They're foolish lads, so I wouldn't be surprised. But then they ordered wine and paid with silver. Their purse was jingling with groschen.
Showing my sense of rhythm to some Kuttenberg damsel. Animal.
Would you happen to know where I could find these lads?
There's a pier there by the dam. That's their spot.
Any other news?
Recently, a bunch of charcoal burners who have their kilns on the hill above the Kerchak Pond came here to have a beer. I started talking to them and they told me they almost didn't make it.
Why?
They said a pack of wolves came after them.
Aren't wolves afraid of people?
That's what I thought too. It's strange.
Realise your head was that full of shit. Come on, old pal, get on.
Did they tell you where it happened?
In a gorge above the Rock Tower Pond. They noticed the wolves watching them from the rocks. If you climb up those rocks, you'll be able to see the whole pond from there.
He's gone fucking cuckoo. Hear that, folks? My
Did they
boy's
tell you
gone
how large the
fucking
pack was?
cuckoo.
They mentioned 3 wolves, but God knows if that's all of them.
Chase away the demons.
You dare to call the mistress of
Do you have any more news?
By the way, we've put together this wee fight club here. Would you like to try it?
Clara, Anna, or Leda? I can't keep up with all those girls of yours.
That sounds good.
Besides, we were both
What's
fucking
it about?
most of them.
It actually came about by chance when the miller Crazel and me bet on who has the stronger hired hands. Then other blokes from the village joined in, and it's become somewhat of a tradition. By the way, old Olbram from Zheleoth keeps complaining about the Tuckovites. If you go and see him, I'm sure he'll tell you more about it. But, well, he takes a bit of getting used to, though.
Oh? What do you mean?
You'll see. I mean, here, and that's pretty much everything.
Thanks, innkeeper. That sounds interesting.
These two fine lads gave her a go, and when Clara had enough, they went to see Annie for a bit of rough. See?
What do you have for sale?
It does not.
G'day, g'day.
The stress is shifted to the wrong syllable in the second line, and in the last, you squashed 3 syllables into one iambus. I've heard tomcats wailing better songs.
Stick in the mud.
Bungler,
Nobody.
barbarian.
Barbarian. Yes.
What are you two talking about, then?
A peasant like you would never understand.
I'll have you know you're talking to the right hand of a nobleman, you nobody.
You? But... Sorry, but how is anyone to know that when you're dressed in those rags?
Have a drink with us, worthy sir.
Well, why not? I'll gladly have a drink. My name is Henry.
Then sit, noble Enrico, and give your verdict on our dispute.
Aye, don't be shy. Come and sit with us.
It's Henry. H-E-N... whatever.
Ah, any tanner or bathhouse boy could be called Henry. Enrico is nobilissimo.
Oh, for the love of God. Will you just tell me what you were discussing?
Ah, it's just that my dear friend George here is a vulgar louse who knows as much about the art of poetry as a baying donkey.
To tell the truth, my last encounter with verse didn't end all that well.
Really? Tell us all about it.
So, are you going to tell me what you're talking about?
It's about nothing less than the very essence of the art of poetry.
And also about the fact that Michael here hasn't got his oats for ages, and it's got his brain in a twist.
Kindly ignore our friend George here. He's been a simple soul ever since he was dropped on his head as a baby.
Freedom. I figured out poetry ain't to be found in inspiration from the muse. All the truth in the world is right there in ale, roast pig, and fucking.
To the point where fornication and drinking leave no time for actual composing. Better to forego the pleasures of the flesh and give oneself to art. Onorate l'altissima poeta.
Aye, aye. Keep your hair on, mate. As I said, he's not in his right mind. He once met an Italian poet, and ever since he thinks he's Dante Alighieri.
Alighieri, you dolt. So what do you think, Enrico? Where should a poet seek inspiration?
Why go looking for muses when the whole of God's green earth is filled with inspiration? Like George says, wine, women and song. That's the only poetry you need.
I told you so. Let's drink to that. However you look at it, you, my friend, as a worldly,
And highborn,
clever,
experienced,
intrepid,
unique.
in short, just the right fella.
You might be able to help us out with something.
What are you after?
Enrico, we are in need of an adventurer.
My name's Henry. H-E-N... something...
In short, Enrico, we're in need of an adventurer, a man of action, a man of goodwill, a man of knowledge, a man,
A fucking good fella.
a fellow who helps his fellow man, aspiring minstrels.
If only you knew, mate, what genius is sleeping in our throats. Songs just waiting for a voice to raise you to the heights of glory.
Imagine it. An ode to Henry, the hapless, hoe-wielding hero, harassing the heartless hordes of
Humans?
That's it! Hark! Henry the Lionheart! The only thing missing for you to achieve glory is...
A loot! We need a loot!
All right, but where would I even get a thing like that?
In the words of the poet, una volta corre il cane, e una altra la lepre. He who seeks shall find. Or something like that.
And finding it won't be hard. We've done a bit of snooping, and there's only one in these parts.
It's hanging all forlorn on a wall at the carpenters in Troskowitz. The house directly opposite the Rathaus.
It ain't no use to him, but he won't sell it, the tight ass.
While if it were in our hands...
In our hands, it will sing like a nun on Sunday.
And it will be the torch lighting our way from this provincial purgatory to the gates of Kuttenberg.
Torch? Shit, you want to fucking burn it?
It's a metaphor, you ignorant oaf.
All right, I'll see what I can do. Please just quieten down for a bit.
God be with you.
Same to you.
Ah, your love is clear to me when I see your hose around your knees.
Good God, what... that supposed to be?
Proper poetry, innit? A celebration of all that's beautiful in this world.
All that's beautiful. All that's under those hose of yours is shit-stained braise.
Since our Chet Dante don't like it, I'll give him another one for good measure. How my heart is aching for your comforting caress. Meanwhile, let me slip my hand underneath your dress.
Oh, God. Perhaps you'd be better off composing poetry about nature.
As you wish. To imitate nature's habits. From dusk till dawn, go at it like rabbits.
Why did I open my mouth?
What's going on around here, innkeeper?
We hold a fight club here sometimes. Would you like...
That sounds good.
It actually then, and that's pretty...
Thanks. I need a place to sleep and something to eat.
But of course, sir. And for how long?
Just for tonight.
Of course, sir. Will you pay in advance?
I'd like to discuss the price.
All right.
What would you say to this?
That's almost an acceptable price. Almost. Agreed then. The room's yours. Our beds are clean, and you can eat as much as you want, sir.
Where can I find my room?
It's upstairs, right behind the stairs on the left. It's easy to find. There's a green wreath over the door.
I'll have a look at the wares.
I was glad to be of help. To you,
I've
sir.
no need to. I have...
Careful.
My steps are guided by the muse. I'm dedicating my life to
Chase away the demons.
You dare to call the mistress of my heart a demon? I beg your pardon.
Which one are you talking about anyway? Clara, Anna, or Leda? I can't keep up with all those girls. Yours. Besides, we were both fucking most of them.
Have you no shame at all?
Hey, I just thought up this song. Listen. Chubby Clara never says no. My lad gave her a go. When Clara had enough, they went to see Annie for a bit of rough.
The Peter is way off, but as my Italian friend says, sbagliato.
Careful. When Clara had enough, they went to see Annie for a bit of rough.
Excuse me.
Well, this doesn't seem too bad.
Tell me more about these fights of yours.
It's really quite simple. You bet some money and fight against 3 blokes in turn. Our first fighter is Hans, a local musician. He may not look like much, but he knows a few tricks. Then we have Bohunek here. He works with horses, so he has more than enough strength to spare. And then there's Fiala, a good bloke, but Dorothy, his wife, has forbidden him from fighting.
Excuse me, I'm looking for a friend of mine. He's not from round here, but...
Let me guess. A dirty ruffian who ain't got a groschen to his name, but acts like he owns the bloody place.
He was here then?
Aye, he was. He was larging it up, good and proper, and then he found some lads who paid his bill, unfortunately.
What do you mean by that? Why unfortunately?
Because they're right ruffians who are always up to no good. But still, birds of a feather, eh? In the end, they left like best pals. I've got no idea where they went. Take care, friend.